All right, rise and grind. Y'all rise and grind. Shalom, Israel. Peace, Israel. First, I'm starting by giving all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Bashem, Abishai, Bashem, Akakodash. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. All right. So, I was watching this video from one of the big bros, and it was a video, I think that was probably pushed out first by one of the other brothers. When I'm staying at GMS, get this work, that brother was put up a video that's similar. You know, I really don't know who put it up first, or which brothers put it up, or any brother that put it up first, and then it just got edited throughout, etc., etc. But the point is, in the video, this young lady was talking about times in the end, basically going into people that think they gonna be strapped up with ammo, people that's thinking they gonna be having all this food, people that's thinking they ain't gonna have to move from their areas, people that think they ain't gonna have to deal with the elements, just certain aspects that she was bringing out, especially like people that's getting generators, thinking they gonna be able to have their generators on, right? Thinking that somebody that's lacking something ain't gonna try to come to an area that has something to either try to take it or either try to build, right? We seen that multiple times in the TV series The Walking Dead, right? Different factions of people clicking up to survive, right? That's gonna happen, man. Right? That's gonna happen. Different factions of people clicking up to survive. You have some that are in it for good reasons, or it really ain't gonna be no good or bad reasons during this time when the Lord take his hand from the earth, because it's gonna be for survival. So no matter who you clicked up with, no matter what's going on, the end result is if you can survive or not, right? So as she was saying about people having generators, etc., just like how people racked up on tissue during that C-19 pandemic, right? People gonna do the same with food and stuff, man. Right? So, you know, I just wanted to get straight into the scriptures that, hey, for famine, for the lack of food, for the lack of water, people gonna be breaking into their neighbor's houses. People gonna be doing things that they say they would never do, especially starving. People gonna be eating worms, like she was saying. People was eating worms, you know, and all type of stuff. You know, anything they could find. When she was talking about her, I don't know if it's her granddaddy, great granddad, or whatever, dealing with the Vietnam War or whatever was going on, she was saying. But the point is, for the lack of bread, for the lack of food and stuff, people gonna be doing some crazy things, man. And we here to tell you that it's been prophesied. Think about what happened to our people during the time of our people being taken over, right? A lot of our people starved because they wanted to fight as well instead of fleeing, right? Instead of listening to the Spirit of the Lord, they wanted to be carnal, fight what was theirs, fight for their land, fight for things that are not expedient, right? So let's get straight into it. I ain't want to jibber jabber, right? So when you read 2 Esdras chapter 15, it goes into end time events, man, that Esdras seen that made him sick to his stomach, man, right? Same with what we seeing now. It's just be things right now that we seeing. Like, man, it's gonna get worse, man. And what we seeing already is pretty bad. It's like, right. So when you read 2 Esdras, it's a heavy book, right? But it's showing you also just like snippets of Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13, right? It's showing you snippets of what's to come before the end. How gruesome and how crazy this place finna be, man. Right? So let's get straight into it. This 2 Esdras chapter 15 and verse 19. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? A man shall have no mercy, no type of how can I say, no type of feelings, empathy on his neighbor. It says, right, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, meaning the modern day gun, or really just especially with Esau Edom gonna be doing a lot of things during this time, but men gonna be killing each other for the lack of food, man. Right? For the lack of resources. Right? Let's keep going. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. You might have some individuals break into people's houses just because they ain't got their own, but they just in it to destroy others, right? If they starve, you gonna starve with them. You have people mentalities like that. You can see that snippets of that, the people, how they been lovers of themselves nowadays, right? It says, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, and for great perilous times coming upon this realm, man, right, upon the whole earth, right? And when you read 2 Esdras chapter 16 and verse 21 through, it was going to that great economic collapse, the whole earth being into chaos, right? People dying left and right because of a famine, right? A lot of things are going to be happening, man, right? So for great tribulation and lack of bread, lack of food, man, people gonna be doing some crazy things, man. So this is for us to make sure that we understanding that there's no way to prepare for your house being raided, right? There is no way to prepare for some individual that's trying to or gonna try to break into your house in the end times, right? The Lord wants you to mentally be prepared, just in case that might be your lot. Just in case your lot might be horrendous, man. Right? Lord willing, none of the hopeful elect lot is like that, man. Right? In the household, right? So let's keep going. Real quick snippet. It says, okay, Con. So that's all I wanted to get. I didn't want to go too further. Go into a whole nother category that I just wanted to make some parallels between what could happen during these times to come, man, according to 2 Esdras chapter 15 and verse 19. So with that, call Halayim Love, Alahain now with Yahweh Bashim Shah Bashim Kakadash. The honors to the elder apostle of the bishop to break my stone. Peace and blessings and hope for that. Shalom, shalom. Blah, blah, blah.